I think it really is important. I think it tells the students how important the things they do are. I think that we have so many varieties of important conferences and banquets such as this and meetings. My days are very full. I get up very early and people say, Shirley, do you know you wrote me that email at 2 o'clock in the morning? So they stay busy, but I think it is important to let the campus know that the things they're doing are important and matter. Every president comes in at a different phase, and where I came in and what has happened here has prepared the university for the next phase, and I think the new president has to have the vision of what that next phase should be. I have a vision, but it's going to be his or her vision that really matters. This is one of the great universities in the country. It's one of the top research universities, public and private, in North America, and it's one of the top 1% of universities worldwide. We have to go from there to make the next great step forward. And the way that happens will really depend on the vision of the new president. I think that we have the moral high ground clearly on this. I think that of all the things we deal with, this is one we've got to win on. Now, it was already passed for this spring, the 90% cut. But the 80% cut for next year has not been finalized by the legislature. And I think we need every faculty member, staff, and student working very hard to make sure that our legislators understand that this is intolerable. It just makes me so angry, I have to say it. Starting the marching band, I feel very close to the marching band because that, as you know, that started about 3 years ago with about 17 students the first year. And that was something I had really wanted for a very long time because I believe in athletics and I believe in marching band as part of what you do to build community in a large university, very diverse, some people living on campus, some commuters, etc. So I consider the whole athletic program and the marching band important. The hardest, very hardest part of my job is when we lose a student. That I can solve. I am not good at that. I've lost a son. I know what it feels like. I know how precious these students are, and I cannot handle that well. You know the old story about when you become president, you find 3 letters left by the ex-president. You know that story? Whenever you have a real problem, you're supposed to go. So you have your first big problem, the parking, faculty's having a fit about parking. And so you go and open the first letter and it says, blame the old president. And then, you have your next big disaster and the students are rioting all over campus. And you open the second letter and it says, blame the head of the board of trustees. And so then you have your third issue, whatever. What's a good issue?
I don't want to even. There's rodents on the campus.
Okay, rodents on the campus. And it's just disastrous. And so you go to the third letter and it says, write 3 letters.